Welcome to Basecamp Thailand. This is the first video for this channel and it'll be more of an introduction and explanation of what's to come. So why the new channel? Well, the Glowbug account will be focused more just on hotel reviews and suggestions about where to stay, while Basecamp Thailand will be the home for content that covers travel around Thailand and making Thailand a base for travel in the region. We'll do road trips, buy and renovate a house and all the dramas that go on with that, explore loads of festivals and be reclaiming lost freedom that I had in my youth. The aim is to share true and accurate information about what we have observed over the years without any of these clickbait thumbnails and one-week wonder travel hype tips from people who've just flown in for the week and that seem to be flooding YouTube at the moment. We're not big fans of cookie-cutter mass tourism and tick-the-box holidays. Our best experiences are when we see the real Thailand. Obviously, most visitors only make the time to visit Bangkok, Phuket, Phi Phi, Samui or Pattaya. Those destinations are wonderful to see. However, the real Thailand has so much more to offer than that. Favourite restaurants, bars open and close and get abandoned all the time. They change or they get ruined by popularity at a rapid pace. Fantastic secret beaches get discovered and the vibe completely changes when you go back maybe a year, maybe 6 months later they'll change. So you just got to make the time and go and see these things. My first taste of Thailand was back in 1981, a naive 17-year-old on a rugby tour. This is us just arriving at the old Don Mueang airport. We played Thailand in the National Stadium and then we had a week in Pattaya before flying to play in Hong Kong. 17 years later, I met Lee in Sydney, Australia, and our first holiday was back to her home country of Thailand. For the next 25 years, we were lucky enough to travel around the world, including countless trips back to Thailand. Every country we visited, rich or poor, had something to offer. And finally, we purchased a house in Hua Hin, about 3 hours south of Bangkok. Buying a house could have an entire channel dedicated to that alone, but I'll cover some of the experiences that we've had during the buying period and renovating the house after purchase. This has become our new base camp for all the adventures that lie ahead. Thailand in general runs on common sense and fairness. It's not overly regulated and the people just get on with things. I'm from Australia and it feels like our freedoms are slowly being removed. They just keep making new laws just for the sake of making more and more new laws. And I think what adds to the sense of freedom is Thais will look for any excuse to celebrate an anniversary. So we'll be looking to see all of the different festivals that go on throughout the year and some of the more hidden gems Thailand has to offer. The first light globe moment for us happened at the end of the COVID lockdowns. After a 4-week trip to Phuket, Phi Phi and Koh Lanta, we needed to do the mandatory testing to be able to fly back to Australia. Even though we had no symptoms at all, we tested positive for COVID and ended up in a government lockdown hotel for 10 nights. At the time, there was fear and paranoia everywhere. I'm never going to forget the look and fear in the nurse's eyes when she was checking us into the quarantine lockup. We were being detained with some people that did actually look sick, although most showed no signs of illness at all. We just realised right at that moment how our freedoms could be stolen away in an instant by those in power, and you've got no rights at all. One minute we were enjoying a fantastic holiday, and the next we were being looked at as infected threats to society. Another light globe went off when friends who had been living and working overseas returned to Australia and commented on how dated and run down things looked. You only truly notice these things when you've been and had an extended time away and you really wake up to how the quality of life has slipped in your own country. There's a stretch of road just south of the town of Ban Grud that along the coast that just brings back a sense of freedom. I hadn't felt that since I was riding a motorbike around the USA in my 20s, but all too soon I was back in Sydney, crawling along in heavy traffic, going to work just to pay the bills and the tax man, and my brain kept saying to me, there's got to be a better way to live than this. I've lost complete faith in both political parties doing anything to govern for the people and their best interests. One thing I have stopped doing is watching the news. It just makes me angry and disappointed every time I watch it. I've spent years doing the hard yards and now it's time to pursue more happiness and being in a place where general common sense is the prevailing theme. They're proud of their history and they celebrate traditional festivals all year round. There's always something going on. So the aim is to show the real star of the channel, which is Thailand itself. not selfies of the presenter in Thailand, which many channels seem to lean towards now. So apart from this first explanatory video, you won't be seeing much of me. I want to showcase and document places or things you might want to see for yourself, or just things that may be of interest that are different from your home country. Thais do think differently. Sometimes it's frustrating for foreigners. Mostly it's refreshing, interesting, calming, can be funny, and in some cases it's a return to old school values. The more time I spend here, the more I love it. And every time I have to leave, it becomes more and more painful. When you're young, older people say life is short. They weren't joking. Life is short. So you need to get out there and experience things now. You need to make it happen sooner than later. So this is the kickoff of Base Camp Thailand. I'll continue to post hotel reviews on my other channel called Globebug, and also start posting on my other channel, The Fun Stuff, which covers gear reviews. I hope you click on the like and subscribe buttons to stay in touch, and leave a message if you have any questions or suggest a topic for me to cover in Thailand, about Thailand travel or photo gear. And if you need a quick boost to your day, you can see clips on TikTok at Globebug, over on Instagram at globe.bug, or Facebook at globebug. My next video will be about tracking down a mythical 747 Jumbo near Hua Hin, and a strange obsession Thailand has with decommissioned aircraft. So subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.